Good evening. Tonight we're going to start a new unit, Unit 3, Lesson 1, Divide Multiples of 100 and 1,000. So here we have some place value discs. We have 6 ones, 6 tens, 6 hundreds, and 6 thousands. We have our place value discs with the values in each one of the circles or the discs, and then what we have written out is in unit form. So when we look at this, we're going to say 6 ones, and we're going to want to divide this up into two groups. We're going to divide each one into two groups. So here we go. All right, so let's take and group this one into one group, the next one into another group. Now, what do we have in each group? Well, we have 3 in each group. So 6 ones divided by 2 is 3 ones. Since we're starting in this problem with using it in the problem with unit form, we want to answer in unit form. So that's why I have written out 3 ones, because that's what we have in our problem. Then we have the same thing going on in the next one. Except for ones, we have it in tens, and we're going to split this up into 2 equal groups. And so what do we have? We have 6 tens divided by 2, which is really, 60, right? So then our answer would be 3 tens. Again, answering it in unit form. 6 hundredths, we're going to divide and make this into 2. So we'll make 2 equal groups. So we have 6 hundredths divided by 2 is going to give me how many hundredths? It's going to give us 3 hundredths. I'm hoping that you guys are seeing a pattern here. So 3 hundredths were written out in uniform because we have 6 hundredths, and we put in 2 equal groups. Lastly, we have 6 thousands, and we're dividing that by 2. So we're putting those into 2 equal groups. And how many thousands do we have? We have 3 thousands. So we're answering in uniform. Okay. Now, as I said, I hope you guys are noticing a pattern. Well, I see that in each one of these, our answer is with the 3. And the unit form has changed to ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. I'm trying to show you that representing division with place value discs or dividing by using unit form helps us see that if I know 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3, then I know 6 hundredths is divided by 2 is 3 hundredths. I know that 6 thousands divided by 2 is 3 thousandths. So if I know one of these, then I'm going to know all of the rest of the ones. Liz plays a board game with 2 friends. She has 6 $1 bills, 6 $10 bills, and 6 $100 bills to divide equally among the 3 players. So here's the key words: divide equally. And we have 6 $1 bills, 6 $100 bills, and 6 $10 bills. And we have 3 players because she has 2 friends, and also you have to include Liz. So how are we going to split up this money equally? So I'm going to create a picture here using these 3 boxes, and each one of these boxes are going to represent each player. And I'm going to take each one of these bills and place them equally among the 3 players. So I'm going to take one of the bills and I'm going to place them in each one of these boxes, dividing them up equally so they all fit. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the tens. Each player is getting a $10 bill. All right, so it looks like right now they each have $22. So let's place now the hundredths. It's a lot of money. It'd be nice if it was real money with this game. All right, so now each one is getting $200 bills and then two tens, so two hundreds, $200 bills. Then two 10 bills and two ones. Okay, and this is also going to be in bills, right? Dollar bills. So how much is that all equal? 200, two tens, and two ones. So each player is going to get divided up equally. So basically this is saying 600, whoops, that doesn't look nice. $666 divided among the three players would give us $222. So each player is going to get $222. In this one next example, we have 12 ones, we have 12 tens, and we have 12 hundreds. And each one we are going to divide by 3. Remember, 12 ones and 12 tens and 12 hundreds are written in unit form. And we have place value discs. So we're going to group each one of these into 3 equal groups because we're dividing by 3. How many are in each group? Well, we've got 4 ones in each group. I'm answering as uniform because in my problem it's uniform. All right, next one. We have 12 tens and we're dividing them into 3 equal groups because we're dividing by 3. And how many do we have? Well, hopefully you know that you're looking at that pattern again, and it's 4 tens. It's unit form. Okay, and now we have the same thing with the hundreds. How many groups do we have? Well, we're dividing by 3, so we're putting them, each of these 12 hundreds, we're putting into 3 equal groups. We have one group, and the second group, and a third group. And how many do we have in each one of these? Well, we've got 4 hundreds. Now you notice that if you just know your facts, you can get these right away. Because really this is just saying 12 divided by 12 divided by 3 equals 4. That is a basic fact. 3 times 4 equals 12. You know those facts? This lesson is not going to give you any trouble at all. So if you look at these different ways of looking at how we could be dividing, we've got 20 ones divided by 4 equals 5 ones. That is in unit form. Okay, this is unit form. Then we have 20 divided by 4 equals 5, and that is what we call standard form. All right, next one, 20 hundreds divided by 4 is 5 hundredths. So basically 20 hundredths is really saying 2,000. And 2,000 divided by 4 equals 500. And how does that happen? Well, 4 goes into 20 5 times. And then we have 2 zeros left over, and that would give us the 500. All right, next one. I have place value discs, and each one of the discs is worth 100. So I have 21 of them. So this question is saying 7 times as much as what number is 2,100? 21 hundredths. So we would write that as 21 hundredths. But we have 7 times as much. So we want to know 7 times what number is going to give us 21 hundredths. Well, we have to group this up into 7 groups because we are basically dividing, basically saying 2,100 divided by 7 is going to give us how much? So we have to put them into 7 equal groups. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 equal groups. How many are in each group? Well, that would be 300. So 7 times as much as how much is 2,100? Well, that would be equal to 300. So it's in unit form, we would say 300s. All right, so because we can also check this by using multiplication, 300 times 7, well, 7 times 3 is 21, and we have the 2 extra zeros. So 2,100, that's what we got. Where do cows go on Friday nights? Gotta answer this riddle by doing the next 3 questions. Good luck. 600 divided by 2 is equal to 600ths divided by 2. What are the 2 missing numbers? 9,000 divided by 3 is equal to 9,000 divided by 3. What are the 2 missing numbers? Good luck. 200 divided by 5 is equal to how much? What is the quotient to this division problem? Where do cows go on Friday nights? They go to the movies. I know, this is so funny. Hilarious. Have a wonderful night, and we'll work on the skill tomorrow. Good night.